right, y'all. What's going to happen? What's going to happen? This is it. 10-year New Day anniversary. Raw goes live in about 3 minutes, and we are either going to see a big swerve where everybody just comes back together and maybe Big E is even a part of this thing, or we're going to see the end officially of the New Day. Big E actually had a write-up today. Where was it? I had it all set for you guys to tell you where it was from. The Players Tribune. About his future and his injury and what's going on. Really good read. The timing of it is a little weird with the big New Day celebration coming tonight, so I don't know if this is something to throw us off the scent a little bit as to what they might be doing tonight, or if this is his way of just kind of letting everybody know, hey, if you're hoping for me to come out here and announce that I'm going to be cleared to return to the ring, that ain't gonna happen. I don't know. So we will see. I don't even know when the segment is going to take place. I don't know if we're going to open with that. Actually, I think CM Punk is opening. The first 30 minutes or the first hour, one or the other, is going to be presented commercial free tonight. So I believe Punk is going to open the show to talk about the War Games stuff. That makes sense. And they'll probably save the New Day segment for the main event is what I would do, or it's going to be the top of the second hour would be my guess. We will have to see. It just depends on what they have planned for it. If it's going to be kind of an underwhelming segment, like we're not going to get a big surprise, swerve, heel turn, anything like that, they might not need to wait till the main event, but I think that they probably will, most likely. So drop your predictions here in the chat. We got about 2 minutes before the show starts, and I'm looking forward to it. Good to see everybody in here. Tata Nani in the house, Ian Dunn, Michael Kumo, Ronnie, what's up? Nick Steele, Joshua Aparicio, and Ryan Adams, some of the early channel members I'm seeing in here. Thanks for the $5, Ryan. Based on the bracket, I'm feeling a Dakota versus Natty final. I don't even think I've gotten a good look at the bracket, to be honest with you, but Natalya is my pick either way. Dakota and Natalya would be an interesting final, but it's got to be Natty. She absolutely has to be the first one to win that championship. I will be very disappointed if it's anybody else other than her, to be perfectly honest. Chase, I don't know if Big E is going to officially retire or, in the write-up today in the Players Tribune, he mentioned being completely at peace if his in-ring days are completely 100% over. He is at peace with that, and I just, I wish everybody could handle difficult situations the way Big E has handled this, because he's handled it with grace and with style and seems to be grateful for what he has, despite the really unfortunate neck injury that cut his career extremely short. And that's just the way it is. And sometimes it's how you handle those situations that really define you as a person. And I think Big E is one of the best people out there. So if he were to come out tonight and announce a big swerve and I'm cleared, and he just starts, doing his gyrations on the top turnbuckle pad, Greg's going to be a happy guy. And we're going to be watching that live together. So let's keep our fingers crossed for something exciting. Let me get to now. By the way, for those of you who don't know, I watch my cable television on a streaming app, DirecTV Stream, so I'm not locked into cable. I'm watching USA Network USA Network. I'm watching USA Network on a streaming app, so I'm a little bit behind, 20 seconds, 30 seconds, maybe even a minute behind where you're going to be on cable TV. Hopefully, when we move to Netflix, there's not going to be too much of a gap in between what I'm seeing and what you guys are seeing, so we'll have to see how all that goes. But we are down to our last couple minutes of this dumb show that we're watching, and it's almost time. Good to see Rodrigo. We got Mike Rouse in the house. Chase, I got you. Good to see you. Rodrigo, Colin, Melissa. Good to see everybody tonight. Thumbs up button for me would be helpful. Hook us up. Well, I got ourselves all squared away here for Monday Night Raw. And by the way, cheers. I got a cold one open. I apologize for not being here last night for the classic watch-along, but I had a family dinner to attend. We will be back this week, this coming Sunday. I just have to figure out which one to do. It's probably going to be a Starrcade or an Armageddon. Then, now, forever. I think Triple H, as he gets older, he's going to have almost a more annoying voice than Vince. Because Vince got real bad there at the end. Everything just mumbles. He just mumbles. He doesn't articulate whatsoever. You just... All right, here we go. Look at those mountains in the background. Angels of the Wind Arena. Okay. In Everett, Washington. Wow. I don't even think I've ever heard of Everett, Washington. All right, we're going to get a big War Games replay package here for, looks like the women and the men, or probably the whole pay-per-view. George Morris, what's up, man? $5 from you. Hey, Greg, how are you doing? How is Tito and Elizabeth? How about Armageddon 02, 03, 04, 05, 06, 07? Or Starcade 98? How was your Thanksgiving? Be safe. My Thanksgiving was great. Had a good weekend with my family as well. Starcade 98, I think we did. I remember doing that one. Armageddon, we've done a couple, but I don't remember which ones. I think we might have done 02, and I know we did 2000, but I don't think we've done any of the other ones. So I did put up a post in the community tab on YouTube telling y'all, I just remembered now, as a matter of fact, telling y'all to drop your suggestions, and we got a few here. Armageddon 2000, we've done. Starcade 83, I don't know, it's a little 2000, 2002. Some of these we've already done. I swear we did Armageddon 2000. Didn't we do that whole 6-man cage match? Didn't we do that one already? I'm going to have to look through. But a bunch of people on that post suggested Armageddon 2000. So I suppose it's possible we haven't done that one yet. Gunther and Priest highlights right now. It was weird on Saturday, thanks to everybody who joined for the live watch-along, but for me here in California, I was watching this shit at 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I'm like, it's too early for a pay-per-view. And the men's War Games match. I predicted the first match wrong and got the rest right. Got that women's match wrong. And we talked about that shit with Roman stopping Punk. And I'm like, why is anybody even listening to Roman? Like, he's not in charge anymore. It's not like it was. These guys are all here to help him. They're on the same level. I would be like, you don't boss me around. I'll go to the ring when I feel like it, asshole. Not when you say. Apparently, Big Bronson Reed here did injure himself on that tsunami through the table. So help me out. Is that Sami Zayn's third straight War Games victory? Because he was in the match last year, right? When Punk came back? All right. What's up, Kofi? You and Xavier showed up separately? It's the holidays. They're going to break up not only on their 10-year anniversary, but during the holidays. Is that what's going to happen with New Day? And there's no images of Big E for any of this. Like, yes, we know he's hurt, but wouldn't he still be a part of this? He just did the pre-show at the pay-per-view on Saturday. Why wouldn't he be a part of this? I guess they're going to have him come out as a surprise, but you got to expect Big E to be here. Look at these guys hanging out. I'm happy to see Sami Zayn and Punk working together. Everything seems to be okay. And here comes Punk. All right, let's see what he's going to say and who he's going to call out, because Punk is done with McIntyre, seemingly, unless McIntyre shows up tonight. And also, he's not Oh, he's going to try it again? He doesn't like the... Yeah, come on, Washington. You better wake up. This is CM Punk. Yeah, Punk's like, hold the sign up. Come on, kid. I mean, Punk's got no issue right now. He was in the Bloodline stuff, and I mean, I'm sure something's going to happen with him and Roman in 2025. But in terms of what Punk is going to do imminently here, immediately, it might be Gunther. He might be out here to call out Gunther. He called him out after he was done with Drew, that one pay-per-view. So we'll see. Next big show on the calendar is in 2 weeks, Saturday night's main event. And although that's going to be a network primetime national TV type of deal, it'd be hard to imagine them not wanting Punk on there in some form. So we'll see. Does that sign say Gunther eats plain Cheerios? That's hilarious. What's wrong with plain Cheerios? They're good for you. When I was a kid, I used to dump sugar on them. What's up, Daniel Malcolm? Good to see the Juliet in here as well. Garrett Osborne, good to see you. Tito Elizabeth, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking. They are awesome. Tito's fat and happy, wherever he is. He's a big fat ass because I feed him too much. Sold out in Everett. Suburb of Seattle, apparently. Yeah, we do need a Punk emoji. I'll work on some of that. I got a lot of maintenance that I have on my list right now, Zach. That'll be one of them. Get a Punk emoji up. I don't know. I think the Hell in the Cell match was more brutal for you, Punk. Yeah, I'm reading that Big E Fightful Select update right now. Yeah, what's this favor about, Punk? That's what I want to know. Why are we chanting ECW? It's 2024. Why is it so dark? What's he pointing to? Can you see it? The sign, the WrestleMania sign that's not there yet? See, because I can see it. My entire career, everybody told me it wasn't there. They couldn't see the vision. There might not be a sign hanging right here in Everett, Washington. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, but I see it. I know what the future for CM Punk holds. There's multiple roads you can take to get there. He's definitely talking about WrestleMania. You can finish your story. Yep. Yeah, Punk might have a story of his own to finish this year. Perhaps that's the fork in the road I choose. Any road I take winds up being a dead end. The good news is I got a favor or two in my pocket I can call upon to get where I need to go. What exactly can Paul Heyman do for you, though, you know? If you want a WrestleMania title shot... Oh, here comes Seth. If you want a WrestleMania title shot, it's Rumble or Chamber. I mean, maybe Heyman can pull some strings to get you into one of those matches, but I argue you would be in one of those matches anyway. So I don't know what Heyman can really do for him. And here comes Rollins. We might have to get Punk and Rollins before we get Punk and anyone else. Seth, your suit looks like lip gloss. Hey, at least his pants are the right length and they're not coming up on showing his ankles. I love that Seth always dresses like a lady who asks for lemon with her water. Seth, I heard him say, and openly in like interviews say he knows nothing about like MMA. He doesn't study martial arts. He doesn't know any of that stuff. So I guess in a real shoot, Punk would probably kick his ass. But I still think between the ropes, Rollins is better. But Punk has just got that thing, you know? He's an interesting person to see out on TV no matter what he's doing. And that's a rare thing to have, considering he's mediocre at best in the ring. Mediocre in size and presence, you know, but his voice and his ability to tell stories with his mouth. All right. Could this be a Saturday night's main event match? I don't think so. It's no. But you never know. They're going to have to do something on Raw on Netflix on January 6th as well. Well, Seth, are you going to talk or what? Come on. Open up your mouth. Every now and then, Seth will come out just wearing something a little bit less crazy, and then the very next week, he's nuts again, so.
I really should have knocked your ass out the same day you came back.
Oh. Punk's like, knock my ass out and come give it your best shot there, Colby. The mean streets of Davenport, Iowa? I don't think so, son. It is weird, though. They both should be Bears fans, though, right? They should be able to bond over that. Punk might not watch football. He might be more of a hockey guy.
I had a bloodline to take down.
Yep.
The last time I saw you, I was this close. I was this close to taking my shot.
What's up, you Chiro? Good to see you. Good to see Phil Wilson in here as well. Filson. Anybody call you that, Phil? Filson. Just shorten it.
After Saturday, seeing you stand there, triumphant next to Roman Reigns, it became very clear to me that it was time to rectify my mistakes.
Yeah, we did not see Rollins show up in that match. I thought we might. To get him some of Bronson. But if Bronson's hurt for any reason.
And as we stand...
Oh, Seth, your mesh shirt.
Here right now.
I love that he takes that off as an attempt to look tough. Yeah, I'm much more scared now.
There is nothing in my way, nothing in your way, no one holding us back. The only things between us are air
Ugh.
and hatred, and I've got a feeling in my gut that tonight is the night I knock CM Punk on his ass.
Well, then do it, Seth Rollins. Knock him on his ass then. Do it. Go knock him on his ass. He's right there. See him? He's right there. I can see him. He's literally like 5 feet in front of you. Just go over there and knock him out.
You talk too much and you don't listen enough. I just came out here and I said I put all the personal stuff aside. I'm long past running races with people that I didn't even know I was running. All right? 6 months ago, you were a champ. You had something I wanted. Now you got nothing.
I do like that Punk is like, I'm going to do what I want with my fucking life. I don't give a shit if you're mad about it or not. Also, Punk wants nothing to do with Seth because Seth has nothing he wants. He's not champ.
You've been thinking about me for 6 months? I don't think about you at all. I got things to do in this business. So stay out of my business.
I mean, that's the way I'd be. That's the way my character would be. I'm like, dude, I'm trying to win titles here and do shit. Fuck out of here. I don't really care about you. I don't spend a single moment thinking about your existence at all.
You talk too much, and you don't listen enough. This is my business.
Oh, he shoved him down. Shoved him completely done. Shoved him completely down. Punk's like, all right. Oh, they're fucking swinging. I like how Punk got into like an MMA stance there. That was pretty funny. Sammy and Jay, for some reason, trying to... Why would they give a shit if they're fighting or not? I mean, do they still think that they've got to be battling like the Bloodline over on SmackDown or something? What is the incentive for Jay or Sammy for these guys to get along, you know? Why do they give a shit? I'm like, go ahead, fight. Ooh, Punk is, Punk might have gotten tagged in the nose there. Let's book a match then. Enough's enough. Punk definitely is red on the nose. I don't know where he got hit. Oh, shit. Punk's trying to get back in. He got stomped. Well, you can't do all this pull-apart shit and not do a match, you know?
Go on, you too, Jay. Put along to Roman, y'all. Hey, let's do better than that. Hey, I get that you're angry. You don't get to talk to Jey Uso that way. You know what, Sammy? You're right, man. You're right. You're right, Jay. Hey, it's Roman, their family. I get all that. My bad. I shouldn't have gone there. I'm a little pissed off. But Jay's family, what's your excuse?
We might get a Rollins and Sammy match tonight. Feels like that's what they're setting up here, Rollins and Sammy. Let's do it. Sammy Uso.
Yo, Sammy Uso. I love Sammy Uso.
I just don't think Seth has much of a leg to stand on here when he was the one that ended the Shield, you know?
You and I.
I'm like, bitch, why don't you look in the mirror?
Than you and Roman or you and
Asshole.
Jay have ever been. We came up in this business together. We've been at it up and down these roads for over 20 years together. We're family.
Yachiro, don't act like you don't have 9 identical outfits in your closet. I know you do.
Hey, let me remind you something, okay? I didn't ask to team with CM Punk, okay? Do you think I wanted him as my tag team partner in War Games? I didn't. But he was willing to help, and we were down and out, and I was willing to take it. I didn't want him. I wanted you.
Oh yeah. Sammy's like, I wanted you there. You can't be bitching. We came to you first. Sammy's got a point.
I asked you twice, and you said no both times. We wouldn't have had to team with CM Punk.
Too many storylines right now in WWE are being centered around people being butthurt. Owens and Rollins are just butthurt. Stop being butthurt.
Am I just losing my mind here? Maybe you can remind me, Sammy. What did you want me to team with you to do, right? What did you want me to team with you for? Oh, that's right. It's to help Roman Reigns. To help that monster regain his power. Hey, let me remind you something else. That monster, Roman Reigns, you created that monster.
Yeah, you did, Seth.
You created that monster when you put a chair in his back 10 years.
Didn't I just say that? Thank you, Sammy. I'm like, Rollins, you got no position to be.
So don't act like your hands are totally clean in all of this. I am in no way acting like I'm completely innocent in this. I understand.
You got the ball rolling, though, Seth. It's all falling on your shoulders. I blame him, too.
I understand putting that chair in Roman Reigns' back with motivation for the tribal chief. I get all that, and I have apologized for that, and I have atoned for that. But if you're going to point fingers at me for putting a chair in Roman Reigns' back, you need to look in the mirror because you did the same damn thing.
I love this. This is so good.
And I don't fault you for it. You did it for the right reasons.
Yeah, Sammy.
He was the scum of the earth. He treated you like crap. He treated you.
The Royal Rumble was a great closing angle
Person on the planet. He wanted
that
to
year.
bow down to Roman Reigns. So I understand why you did what you did. Why we all did what we did at WrestleMania. What we sacrificed to take down the bloodline. Do you not remember this? Get it through your head, man. Roman Reigns has not changed. Has he apologized to you? Has he apologized to Jay? Has he apologized to anybody? Even a little shred of remorse? No, he hasn't changed. That snake CM Punk sure as hell hasn't changed.
I can see Roman going back heel, you know, and winning the title back or something at Mania, and then Seth being like, I told you, motherfuckers.
Naivety is the issue. You're gullible. That's the issue. And if I'm being honest, Sammy, right now you're being really stupid.
Oh, naive, gullible, and stupid is what Seth says Sammy is. Need to add sexy in there too somewhere, right?
Like you're real angry, and you got a lot of frustration in you. So I'll tell you what. You want to blow some steam off? I have no problem meeting.
And here's our match. And there's your match. Because Punk ain't working Raw, but Sammy does.
That's how you want it. That's how you want it. Fine by me. Well, how about that?
Seth and Sammy later on.
Set to deal with their differences face to face tonight, Wade.
Well, we didn't get too much. I mean, Punk had a pull-apart brawl, basically, with Rollins, so... I mean, unless they book Rollins and Punk on Saturday night's main event, which I think would be very fast, or the first Raw on Netflix. If they don't make the match there, I suppose, are they going to wait for Mania to do it? I don't know if I want to see Punk and Rollins at Mania. I want to see Punk and Rollins, but I might want to see Punk and somebody else at Mania. Punk and Cody, Punk and Roman. I'd want to see more than Punk and Rollins. Finn, what's up with your extra large shirts? Oh, Priest got a hold of him? Oh, that's great. You motherfucker. All right, so we're going to get another Priest and Balor match then. They could do that on SNME too. I wasn't even aware of this this post-show angle here they did.
I warned them months ago that I would be waiting. I would be waiting till he almost forgot.
Yeah, Punk Rollins at the Rumble, they could do that. They're both going to have to be in the Rumble, though, as well. They'll have to do double duty. You can't leave them out of the Rumble.
That's when Dom was supposed to handle it. But seeing as poor little Dom couldn't get the job done, I decided I'd handle it.
Oh, since Dom couldn't get the job done.
Walking around with the World Heavyweight title on his arm, he's walking around with his arm in a sling. Maybe, if you had to listen to me, you might not have lost at War Games. And now, you've got to worry about Io Sky facing you for the title, a Saturday night's main event, sis. You don't have to focus on it.
Well, then you're right. You're right. Raquel and I, we should focus on damage control, so that's what we're going to do tonight. I just hope you know what you're doing.
Oh, I know what I'm doing. Look, see? And when everyone listens to Finn, the Judgment Day will win.
When everybody listens to Finn, the Judgment Day will win. Finn's on his way out, isn't he?
What do you mean by that? I don't know.
They're all getting annoyed with him.
Hey, Dominic. Raquel and I have our match next week. You go with Finn to keep an eye on it, please. Thank you.
Looks like Liv is the leader to me.
Yeah, I gotta go.
She just ordered Dominik to go keep an eye on Finn, and he's like, copy that.
Liv does have her match next, and as was the case in War Games, Liv Morgan and Io Sky
All right.
find each other.
Dom might be turning face. No, he's got to be a heel forever. I want him to be the Bianca Belair version of a heel. Just always be heel forever. He only turns more heel. He never turns anything else. If he's heel and he turns, he just turns more heel. Or maybe he turns less heel, but he never turns face. So if he's turned heel 3 times, he can turn 1 less heel. It's 1 louder.
It is Liv Morgan defending her WWE Women's World Championship on the return of the iconic Saturday
Why don't you just make
live on NBC.
10 louder, and 10 will be the highest number. But these go to 11.
Glorious evening for Io Sky in the women's War Games matchup. And man, what a closeout to the year it will be for Sky if she can capture the women's World Championship.
You know, I've said it before. I liked Liv's old theme a lot more than this one. And Raquel does not look right coming out to this theme. Raquel Rodriguez looks like Chuck Palumbo. Trying to think who she, what luchador, what Mexican wrestler is she reminding me of right now with this gear? It could be a lot of them, but I don't know. Maybe like Juventud, maybe a little bit of Juventud going on there. Raquel Juventud, Juventud Gonzalez.
Monday Night Raw is brought to you by Monopoly Go, where money talks and friendship.
All right, so if Io Sky is gonna beat Liv Morgan for the title when she gets her, Jesus, Liv, when she gets her title shot, then I think Liv and Raquel will win here. But if Liv is gonna retain whenever she faces Io, then I think Io and Kyrie will win this. And we don't know. Io Sky is just the current #1 contender, right? We don't know when that match is happening. I don't think it's been announced anywhere yet.
Back in October, these teams met up, ended in a no contest tonight. Set to decide it to the finish. Io and Liv
Chucky P.
momentum as they head to their championship showdown.
Some momentum, get a little vengeance, feel a little better after losing the women's War Game matchup.
Raquel showing off
Oh, she's gonna powerbomb Liv onto who's there? Kyrie?
offense from
Yeah.
Raquel and Liv against damage control. She hooks the leg early. And
Io in for the save.
Morgan with that busted back, used her own body as a weapon.
Yeah, you'd think Liv might be a little banged up. All these women, all 3 out of the 4 of them were in War Games. Was Kyrie in there too? I don't think Kyrie was in War Games, right? No, she wasn't.
Try and put this matchup away as soon as possible. But Kyrie Sane has other ideas.
It was Io, Bailey, Bianca, Naomi, and Rhea. Yeah, so she wasn't in it.
we're going to get the tag. Io Sky, and here comes
Oh, it is Saturday night's main event. Okay.
Still buzzing of the jaw-dropping performance she had on Saturday night. Wade, I could not.
I mean, it might be fun to see Rhea Ripley come out and cost Liv Morgan the title and let Io win, you know?
I mean, to be able to pull that off.
Because, I mean, Rhea is going to get her hands back on the belt. They might save it for Mania or something, so.
When it comes to high-risk offense in the women's division, is the genius of the sky. Raquel desperately trying to do something to turn the tide back in the favor of Liv and Raquel, but it has backfired.
You know, I don't know about Raquel. I'll say this about Raquel. She's better than Camille. But something's just off about her. I thought she was so badass in NXT. I was so excited just to see her on the main roster, just kicking it, just killing it. I liked her size, liked her look. But something is just... I'm a lot less enthused with her than I used to be, and I don't know why.
Well, especially the kind of wear and tear that we saw the other night. That was a grueling physical battle. They tried to set up a moonsault.
I've seen a couple of them Io Sky moonsaults in person before. They're pretty badass.
Move there from Io, and now the alpha female of the group, Raquel Rodriguez. That's a harder bomb. She's up top.
Oh, they did announce it for Saturday night's main event. I just wasn't looking. Yeah, I've got a small screen here, so I didn't even notice. I was probably talking.
I think there may well have been a tap there to Gary saying that Raquel Rodriguez did not see.
Io going up top. Raquel the target in line. Missile drop kick off the top.
Oh, something came off of Raquel there.
Nothing you can do.
Oh, Kyrie's going to nail that fucking elbow.
Kyrie lining up that big elbow, the insane elbow, the cover.
And we got 3 former NXT champions in there, right? Liv Morgan, I don't think, was NXT champion. The other 3 were.
From victory there. Perfect timing from Morgan, but it may be for nothing now.
Oof. And whenever McIntyre comes back, which is going to have to be at some point, do you think he's going to target Wade Barrett? And we're going to get Wade back in the ring?
Kyrie Sane coming back against it against Raquel Rodriguez, giving up all that size and power, but the
Oof, big boot. Big boot to Kyrie.
Boot to the mosh. Nice and simple. And now here you go. Take
Wow, that's some strength. That is some strength.
with the slam and the cover, statement made, Raquel Rodriguez.
And they won. She put Kyrie down hard. Felt like production didn't know whose music to play there. All right, now after the pin on Kyrie, now they're attacking Io. I feel like Ripley's going to come out. There she is. You wearing your mask or what?
Gotta pay a visit. Remember, just 12 days away from Saturday Night Main Event when Io will face Liv, and Rhea Ripley is gonna come in and go toe-to-toe with Raquel Rodriguez.
Oh, these two have a hell of a history. Former best friends, now mortal enemies.
Riptide to Raquel. Oh my God. Oh no, she got over her.
Raquel able to get the best of her and going right for that right eye. Remember that orbital bone, and you can see Rhea Ripley reaching for it as they quickly go to the outside.
Rhea Ripley simply has no reverse gear with fingertips.
Wow, she is taking it to Raquel while Liv. There's Liv coming.
Comes Liv on top of Rhea.
It's 2-on-1 in the
Poster.
Ripley lights.
Oh, there you go.
Kick to the gut.
Oh, right into the corner. They've been using the corner of the announce table.
Yes, it was. Remember that fractured orbital bone from just a month ago? And she
Ow, that would suck. If that was like a real legit injury and she had a real fractured orbital bone and she just ran into the corner of that wooden table. Oh my God. That would be like a pass out from the pain type of thing. Like, Jesus.
let's go backstage to Kathy Kelly.
Ooh, Kathy Kelly. Let's go. Let's always go backstage to Kathy Kelly.
Thanks so much, guys. Well, as Judgment Day continues domineering their way through Monday Night Raw, I am joined by World
Hey,
Heavyweight Champion.
Oh, jeez. Oh, yeah.
You owe me a title match.
You owe me a title match.
Second time that you face Damien for the title.
And it was the second time that you walked out as champion. And it was the second time because of me. So instead of kicking me in the face, you should have been shaking my hand. So for the second time, I think you owe me a title match.
I don't owe you any.
Yeah.
Never asked for help.
Gunther's like, I don't owe you shit, bitch.
And while you were plotting this all along, I had a terrible time leading up to Survivor Series. I needed to win this by myself, for myself. And that's what you took away from me. Well, shouldn't you want it?
The same scenario I mentioned at the pay-per-view. Gunther might say something like this. You stopped me from beating him.
Oh, I know why. Because unlike you, Dom scored a victory over Damian Priest. And you know what?
Oh.
For that, I think you deserve a little something.
Oh, yeah.
I'm feeling really good tonight. And as the World Heavyweight Champion, I have some leverage around me. So I'm gonna go and have a chat with Adam Pearce.
He's going to give Dominik a title match, or he's just going to give Dominik a match against him. And whoop his ass.
Heavyweight champion's response to Finn Balor. And right now, history set to be made. The new women's intercontinental.
Dakota Kai back in the ring. Thank God. Good to see you back. Dakota. I'm a big fan.
Dakota Kai getting her shot at what would be her first singles championship. So this was recently.
Yeah, imagine if Dom won the world championship tonight. No way. All right, here's a look at these brackets here. Okay. Oh, yeah, I forgot these are triple threat matches. That's right. Yeah, Natalya over there. It'll be her and like Lyra maybe in the semis. She gets past Lyra. And her, I hope it's her and Dakota because that other could be Raquel. Could be Raquel. I mean, Raquel was dominant in that tag match, so they might be positioning her to be in the finals. Might be Raquel and Natalya, and maybe Ripley shows up to help Natalya win. Pure Fusion Collective. Stone Cold, what's up? Thanks for the $2. I thought you were saying, hey Greg, my brother, and then is at the show tonight. I'm like, I don't get it. Hey Greg, my brother is at the show tonight. Now I get it. I hope your brother's having a great time. Denny Down Bad, what's up? Should you give up on Shayna being a world champion? Yeah, I mean, at this point, I can't see her beating Cody, you know? Seems unlikely. Hi, Katana Chance. I have not been giving you enough credit. Just don't ever do one of those segments at the club again. All right, well, I'm rooting for Dakota in this match. I'm rooting for Dakota in general and everything.
I'll tell you the other thing with Katana, Wade. It's nice to see her without the face mask on. The first time we've seen her on Raw without that protective face mask.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Katana's been nursing a broken nose, too, right? She doesn't have her Rip Hamilton mask on. Ryan, what's up, man? Taking your girlfriend to her first WWE show this Friday for SmackDown. Thank you for the $5. Back in the day when I went to shows all the time, I took random girls to shows all the time. And they had a fucking blast because I always had great seats and got to show them a little bit of wrestling. One of them really liked The Rock and was kind of marking out.
USA Scare Tactics. New episode Friday at 10. What happened to me happened for a reason.
Oh, I couldn't tell. Is that? Oh yeah, I guess I can see now. Shayna's out there wrestling in black jeans. I could not wrestle in jeans. Used to drive me crazy when Moxley did it. Anybody else who does it. Orange Cassidy's really aren't jeans. His are more like elastic, all cotton pants that are just in the style of jeans.
But we Dippin' made an amazing zero sugar juice drink that tastes amazing. And it's perfect. Great taste, zero sugar. Sells itself.
At Domino's, 2 or more medium 2-topping pizzas give you 34 million different flavor combinations for just $6.99 each. But when you add on 8 dip cup flavors, every single bite is a new combination. Add a dip cup when you mix and match tonight at Domino's.
What's going on? Alien UFO stuff? Are we getting aliens tomorrow or something? People are so crazy. Yeah, I'm really hoping. I mean, Big E has not been mentioned a whole lot today by WWE. They reposted that write-up about him. We had a contract update today on Fightful on him, but they haven't really been alluding to him much. I mean, they did a little bit. The big fight last week between Kofi and Xavier, he was brought up and stuff, but you know, he wasn't on the Raw graphic. You would think that Big E, even though we know his situation not being cleared and he's injured and whatnot, he's still very much visible on WWE TV. He works a lot of pre-show panels. He did Survivor Series. We've just seen him on TV. So the fact that he wouldn't be a part of this, like, he should definitely be out there for this. He should be included in the graphic and all of that. So the fact that he's not makes me think that there's going to be something big time going down, especially if they save this shit for the main event. And I'm hoping we get some good news. I mean, other than Big E just showing up to save the New Day. The only way I think New Day should stay together is if Big E is cleared. And if he's not, he needs to be out there in the Brutus beefcake role. Oh, you think it's going to be top of the hour? I'm kind of hoping it's the main event, but if it's top of the hour, it's coming up next. So, we'll see. Here comes Katana, who looks especially awesome tonight. Oh, that's true. Seth and Sammy is the main, which means, yeah, top of the hour is probably where it's going to be. Which doesn't make me feel too good for a Big E return to the ring. Katana chance is so fucking short. Ooh. Oh, wow. That's tough for Katana. Ooh, DDT. Come on, Dakota. Ooh. Oh, no. Nope. Surprised Dakota kicked out of that. That was a sweet knee. Come on, Dakota. I'm rooting for you here. There's Dakota going to get a roll-up win here? Nope. Oh, that was pretty good. Oh. Oh, yeah, is Katana going to come in? There she goes. She's up top. Oh, 450. She kind of landed on her feet. Oh, there we go. Dakota's going to win right here. Boom. Ball game. Yes, Dakota advances. Good job, Dakota.
Congratulations in this first round matchup. Progressing through to the next round of this tournament. Here are the updated brackets. She moves on to a semi-final position, one step closer.
Man, look at that Lyra, Zelina, and Ivy Nile match. You talk about a short match. Jesus, all those women are 5 feet or under. I think Zelina's like 2'8". She gets really cheap airfare because she can just curl up in the overhead bin. She just lays up there. It's like half the price.
Here stands the New Day with us tonight. 10 years into what has been the most unexpected, magnificent ride.
All right, it probably is coming up because they're showing a big old video package now. So we'll see. Oh, the New Day, the Bootios. I mean, yeah, it's going to be like kind of sad if they break up here, but I mean, what a run, you know? I remember when this all started, we talked about it here on the channel, and we weren't sure, you know, what kind of a shelf life something like this was going to have, but help me out on the grand total in 10 years. Help me how many heel and face turns. They technically started out as faces, right? Fans weren't biting, went heel, then got over, right? And then turned face again, and then maybe heel again, then face again. Like, I don't know how many there has been of each. But, oh, Big E with the splits. I mean, it's a hell of a run, man. They made their mark. Like, they're gonna, the remnants of the New Day will live forever. Kofi Mania and the moment at WrestleMania against Danielson. Cashed in on Bobby Lashley. I love the way he cashed in, too, because he totally said on social media, I'm going to Monday Night Raw to cash in my briefcase and win the title. And he did. I love that Usos New Day Hell in the Cell. Hey, help me out. That New Day Hell in the Cell match against the Usos. Who was on the outside for the New Day? Xavier? Like, what two faced him? It wasn't 3-on-2, was it? They didn't let them all in there, did they? They couldn't have. That would have made no sense. Maybe they did. All right, here we go. Is Xavier kind of wearing what they wore on their debut? Didn't they come out kind of like in white shirts or something, right? Like Kofi's got a white one on, but Xavier's got Dom and Liv. I have never bought anything off WWE Shop. Like nothing. I don't buy wrestling merch. I know that sounds weird when you look behind me, but I swear I don't. I haven't bought anything in like years and years and years. Elizabeth has bought me a couple things, but I just don't need all this shit. I wouldn't wear it. I do all my streams in plain Amazon basic tees. Like I don't.
But one thing remains the same: the close bond you share with loved ones over a good body slam. Nice takedown.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh my god, they got the Eddie Lowrider. I couldn't imagine.
One WWE action figure at a time.
It was so different for me as a kid. We did not have all this shit. The LJN rubber figures were cool, and the wrestling ring was cool. You know, the ropes were awesome. You put the ring together and had really nice elastic ropes. But the problem with those LJN figures is they were big and heavy, and they would eventually crack your ring mat. And I remember having to like trying to tape it up with duct tape underneath it and trying to repair it. But you would take bumps on it long enough, and you would crack the plastic, and then the wrestlers would start falling through.
You may wear a crown upon your head, but that does not make you a king.
The wings nor of the Rohirrim. Rated PG-13, December 13.
With Domino's Mix and Match deal, you can order any pizza you can dream up. Any 2 toppings on each half, any sauce, and any of 3 crusts.
Kofi sat that one out. Okay, thanks.
2 or more medium
Interesting. So it was Xavier and Big E, huh?
each. Only a Domino's.
I thought it was Xavier because I remember he was the one that was put in the corner with the kendo sticks, right? It was him that they locked, or no, was it one of the Usos? No, I think it was one of the Usos they locked up. But I think I have a memory of Xavier being in there. That's why I'm surprised it was Kofi that sat that out. Yeah, I can't believe they had Titantron toys and shit. That's just so nuts. And then the figures got different. Then the figures got more smaller and plastic, more like other action figures like He-Man and stuff. They kind of resemble that. And you can move the arms and stuff. With the rubber ones, you just stiff. You know, they didn't move at all. So action figures definitely evolved. And I got briefly into it in 1997 and 98 and a little bit of 99. I started obsessively buying them all from like Toys R Us. They're like $5 a piece, so I just go and pick up a bunch. And I didn't open any of them. I'd like put them all on my wall. I had a whole room full of these things, and then I stopped buying them. Probably affordability issues, just didn't want to spend my money on that anymore, and then kept them safe, secure in a box, like with styrofoam and everything for years. And then finally I'm like, do I need these? And I sold them all on eBay, probably around like 2005. Made some money too. I had a lot of Austins. I had a lot of Triple H's and a couple of Rocks. I had a lot of shit. Living Spaces. That's the commercial I'm watching in case you guys are interested. I don't even have the Monday night game on. I think it's what, Browns and Broncos or something? Oh yeah, the New Day Uso rap battle. I vaguely remember that.
so hyped for this. Raw headed to the Intuit Dome January 6th.
Yeah, this new Intuit Dome looks crazy. It looks cool. I would like to go to that. I'd rather be here watching Raw, to be honest. Wow, you can see all the planes lined up in the background there, going into LAX. I hope that tonight's show ends maybe with like CM Punk hitting a GTS on Rollins. Oh, look at this. Clowns. Or not clowns, but balloons in clown colors. Look at the bootios out there. Look at how much stuff they've got out there.
Xavier Woods and Kofi Kingston, the New Day.
I mean, I remember when Undertaker was celebrating his decade of destruction, and I remember thinking, like, wow, Undertaker's been here 10 years. He's outlasted everybody. 10 years is nothing now. I mean, it still, to me, feels like yesterday when the New Day debuted. And there's the good old bootios. I mean, you would think, you know, that these two characters, being as close as brothers and doing everything together, that throughout the week here they have been texting each other, or they maybe met up for a iced coffee or a frosty brew, and maybe try to hash things out before it got in here and they aired their laundry in front of everybody. That's what you'd think that rational adults would do, but we will find out.
Scars, you mentioned it last week after the loss to Otis and Cesaro. Those verbal scars and scabs that were just torn apart post-match. But now time to see. It's going to smooth things over, or we just papering over the cracks? That's what I want to know.
I don't even know why Adam Pearce is really here. Well, I guess he's a GM, so okay.
Congratulations. This ring in this moment, this night is yours. But if I may be so bold to speak on behalf of the WWE Universe, I think we all would love to let you know how much we think New Day rocks.
New Day rocks. I've always thought they have. Xavier, and you've always held the microphone weird. I don't know why you do that. It's not a hot dog. Fans are into it. Oh, look at them pancakes. I've never had a frozen pancake.
Being a part of WWE and being successful in WWE for 10 years. Getting to this point is so much more than we could have ever dreamed when we started this. So I wanted to come out here and say thank you to each and every one of you here.
Well, you're welcome, Xavier, but can you stop being a little bitch about everything? Stop screaming and yelling like you're 5.
It's been one hell of a ride, ain't it?
Yeah, that's exactly how I eat my hot dogs, Michael. Just like I described.
Many accomplishments and accolades, and have so much fun while doing it.
And yes, I do eat them the long way.
Done it all without each other, but you also know who else we couldn't have done it all with.
Yeah, bring Big E out, please. Let's act. For the fact that he's not here is fucking insulting to me.
That's right. We couldn't have done it without each and every one of you. So thank you.
Oh, I thought he was going to shout out Big E there, and he kind of... Are they both turning heel? I mean...
We miss him too. We miss him too.
We miss him. Don't act like he's not here.
But with all that said,
They're kind of dissing Big E.
we wanted to come out here face to face with all of you and let you know that what we're about to tell you is not your fault.
It's not their fault. They're splitting up. They're getting divorced. Oh, who gets custody of us? Who do y'all want to live with? I think I want to live with Kofi. No. I want to live with Big E. Fuck both of them. I want to live with Big E. I got dibs on Big E, y'all.
So,
Joshua, you can go live with Xavier. Colin, you got Kofi. I got Big E.
and especially in light of what went down between us last week, we both feel that when it comes to the new day going forward,
They got to go. Here comes Big E finally. So they're about to say they're going to go their separate ways.
And it just wouldn't be the same with
It makes no sense that Big E wouldn't just automatically be a part of this.
A mixture from our PLE kickoff and post-shows. We haven't seen Big E on Raw or SmackDown in almost 4 years.
I love it.
4 years?
We love it.
It has not been that long. When the hell did he get injured?
The New Day have never truly felt like the New Day without this man by their
I thought he got injured like 2 years ago.
Our WWE champion, the 8-time tag team champion, and the absolute
Or it might have been 3 now. Was it in the Thunderdome?
The power of positivity personified, the most upbeat man on planet Earth. If anyone can unify this group,
All right, Big E.
Big is.
I feel like they did not give E enough, like, thanks there in that little promo. So what's Big E going to do here? Read them both the riot act? Like I said, the only way these guys stay together is if Big E, I think, is cleared. Otherwise, this might be the official end. 10 years strong. They had a starting point and a finishing point, and
I can't thank you all enough, sincerely. But I wish I was here under different circumstances. Because to see the two of you argue and bicker and say some of the most hurtful things that you can imagine to each other, man, that troubled my soul so
Yeah.
deep.
it's been going on for months, too.
When we started this 10 years ago, we were all we had. All we had was each other. Kofi, 10 years ago, you were mulling over retirement because you had your passion for this beaten out of you. Woods, 10 years ago, you and I, we were this close to getting fired. And on one of the worst days of my life, and the scariest moment of my career, the two of you were at my hospital bedside for hours making sure I was good.
Because they're family.
Kofi, I was in a neck brace a few months after your daughter was born, and you, your wife, and Lotus were in my home, and I held her.
Xavier, you named her Lotus?
When you got back from winning King of the Ring, a childhood dream, I was the first person to greet you as you spilled tears on my shoulder. What we built means something to a lot of people.
Big E's going to turn them around.
And if for damn sure, it means a hell of a lot to me. So, until I am medically cleared
Until.
to return to this ring, I am going to remind the two of you exactly who you are.
Oh, is he going to be their manager?
I'm going to be here to cheer for you, to root for you, to uplift you. I'm going to be here every single week. To serve as your managers.
I like that he said, until I am cleared. Which implies that maybe he will be. Are they going to be cool with it? Now? Oh, yeah.
Now, you want to come back?
Oh, Xavier doesn't like it.
You watched us fight for months after you watched us argue to the edge of the cliff and the last thing left to do is jump. Now, you want to come back? E, you left us.
If Big E gets even slightly physical here.
Hey, I broke my neck. What do you mean? I've been doing my best. You left us. E.
Oh, that's what they were both kind of, see, I said that earlier. Neither one of them were giving him as much love.
So what?
So what?
Stone Cold Steve Austin broke his neck and he came back.
I hope they attack him because that means he's cleared.
Broke his neck and he came back.
I really hope they attack him.
Edge broke his neck and he came back.
Please attack Big
They
E.
didn't even have people here waiting for them. You had two family members who had the light on for you so you'd have something familiar to walk back into. And what you do with that,
I mean, Big E is bringing them together. Just not in the way he imagined.
We didn't evolve at our own deficit for you.
That's not right, man.
No. You mean to tell me that as big as you are, as strong as you are, plus with the fact that you never even had to have surgery on your neck, you mean to tell me that you couldn't have been back here a long time ago if you wanted to? I've been meeting with doctors, I've been doing scans, I've been x-rays, MRIs, I've been doing my best to get back.
He might be coming back.
You know what happened to me, E? I tore my Achilles tendon off the bone. And
Off the bone.
I had to have surgery. I was back in 9 months for you. If you really, truly cared about us, you'd have been back here a long time ago. You'd have been by our side, clapping by our side, encouraging us, cheering us on, galvanizing us. But nah, you chose your new life over us. You chose your new projects over us. You chose your new girlfriend over us.
Oh, he's got a new girlfriend too?
You chose your new death job over us. Matter of fact,
And Big E's like, how can you say that? This is very sad.
do you even realize the burden that you've become?
Oh, now he's a burden?
No matter where we go, every single city, no matter who we meet, they all say the same thing. We miss E. As if we don't miss E. Obviously, E doesn't miss us. Our philosophy.
This is all very, very upsetting.
It's always been about the brotherhood before anything else. The New Day before anything else. We before me. That's what the philosophy's been. But you, broken neck or not, you chose yourself over us.
Well, now Big E must return to the ring and destroy them.
people. Let's tell them the truth, E. You are never going to be medically clear. And since that's the case, why don't you get the hell out of this ring and get back to your desk where you belong?
I feel like they wouldn't be hitting on all this so hard about him not being cleared and shit if he wasn't secretly cleared and is about to let us know. I want to see physicality. That sucks. He was like, doesn't want it like that. I don't think I saw the two of them turning on him as a possibility. It's over. Well, it's clearly it, Big E. I really was hoping that somebody would punch the other. Damn. So are they on the same page again now? Are they going to smile? And hug? Oh. It's just us. So would they be, are they the New Day? Harsh, man. Doing that to Big E. I really hope he can get cleared. I mean, he said a couple of interesting things. He said, until I'm cleared, I want to be your manager. I mean, they were really leaning heavy on his injury and his broken neck and how they don't care that his neck is broken and that he's never going to be cleared and things like that. I'm like, would you really say that if, you know, maybe there's not some sort of a chance? And Big E's been very transparent and very open about the details specifically of his neck injury. So that information is out there, but I don't know how it compares to an Edge or a Steve Austin or a Lita, you know, and especially Edge is a good example because he came back, you know, Saraya, same thing. The fact that they had those injuries that they were able to come back from. I don't know what, you know, how the injuries differ there, but it would be great if Big E got a green light here soon and he was able to come back and shut these two pieces of shit up. But they're back, they're together now. So now I guess they're still going to be the New Day, but I think they need some sort of a cosmetic change, new gear or something like that, some new music. I don't know if they're going to change the name necessarily, but New Day, New Day 2, Electric Boogaloo, could be that. But I have to give a lot of credit in that segment to Big E because he definitely, I thought, did a good job of feeling extremely hurt. You know, it didn't anger him. It upset him. You know, he was, you know, they just completely shit all over him and his injury and told him how much they don't care about him. And his response wasn't to be mad and attack. His response was, come on, we can fix this. Don't do this. You know, it was like, it was that of heartbreak, not anger. So the anger might set in later. And, you know, maybe, you know, I hate to keep beating that horse. I know a lot of us are possibly wishful thinking here, but are you going to lean that heavy on Big E's injury and all of that stuff if he's not, if there's really, really no chance for him to come back? Unless that was a complete way to sever ties there and as a way to get heel heat for the New Day, you know, because if Big E is really has a very slim chance of ever coming back and you want the fans to hate them for them to break Big E's heart, who's has a broken neck, career, you know, shortened, and ended early, can't physically do anything about his best friends turning on him, breaking his heart right there on live TV. You know, I mean, if you want to get fans to not like Kofi and Xavier, I think that's a pretty effective way to get that done. So it is possible that Big E is not ever going to come back to the ring. But man, that some of what they did there hinted to me that maybe we see him again back in the ring. I don't know. Shame. Either way. So I guess that, you know, tonight wasn't necessarily the end per se of the New Day. It was just the end of this version of them. And they are now dropping their injured member who hasn't really been a part of the team in a couple of years and staying together after all. So hopefully they can stop bitching and fighting about everything. And so what are they trying to say here too? Are they trying to... I don't think the arguing and the bickering was a facade. I think that was genuinely happening between the two characters. But maybe Big E showing up is what got them back on the same page because they didn't know he was going to be there. So sad. I hope Twitter's okay. Oh. Bo Dallas. How much does he look like Bray Wyatt? I mean, that is freakishly uncanny. I saw that last week. I was like, damn. Ryan Adams, there you go. New Day triple threat at WrestleMania. Yeah, but then Kofi and Xavier are going to have to break back up again. All right. I'm not completely disinterested in the Final Testament and the Wyatt Six. The stuff with the Miz last week was okay, and Scarlett, it's not terrible. I kind of like the Miz being plunked in the middle of that because he's so unbelievably out of place, but it also kind of fits at the same time. All right, Dom. I cannot believe how much Dominik has evolved. Yeah, I'm T85. I might be with you on the New Day. Like, I very, very much like the New Day. They're top 10 all-time tag team for me. But you know, their gimmick and the dorkiness and the bouncing around. I liked Big E. He was just hysterical. So maybe their energy wasn't necessarily my cup of tea. What I liked about them is just their longevity and their devotion to each other, and a trio of 3 really good pieces of talent. You know, when you compare them to Freebirds and other trios throughout the biz, they hold up with anybody. And I always appreciated the way they were just together for so long. Because when they started, you think that's going to be a year-long angle or something. And the fact that unit stayed together and won so many championships, became so decorated. They're a huge part of WWE's last 10 years of history. So I think for that reason is why I liked them. Oh, Gunther is still all welted up from... Jesus, yikes. Gunther's like, I'm just going to smack around Dominik for a little while for fun. Go get a cold one.
It's interesting to see Dirty Dom just walk over to Gunther and give him a push as if he's going to take the fight to the start. Pats him on the head. And a big boot sends it to the floor. But it is terrifying stepping into the ring with someone the stature of Dominik.
Oh, dear. Oh, look at you go, Dom. I thought this was going to be just an anger exhibition here for Gunther. Take out some of his Balor frustrations on Dom. I mean, I'm assuming here. Here's what I would do. It's not even a top of the hour segment though, so I'm probably wrong about this. I'd have Balor interfere and Dom pin Gunther and beat him. Think about that. Dominik pinning the World Heavyweight Champion because of Finn Balor, and then Gunther demands Balor and beats him, and then maybe he gets one more match with Priest, and then where he finally beats him clean. There's no way Dom is 200 pounds. Yeah, likely not. Dom is tall, though. And Dom, the funny thing is Dom, he's lighter now than he was when he was a teenager. Remember when there would be, like, photos of Dominik, like, backstage before he even got in the ring? When he was maybe, like, a teenager, he was huge. He's a lot taller than Ray. Plus, he was big. He was a little bit on the chubby side. So I think there was a time when Dominik weighed well over 200 pounds. I think Dominik was probably 250. And he's a lot skinnier now. I could be wrong on the weight. 250 might be pushing it, but he was a big boy. And so he's actually skinny now. He looks great like this. You know, Dom's a guy, he looks great despite not having like a overly muscular physique. I like his look. He's got long, lanky arms, just like me. Super long arms. I'm the designated shelf getter. Top shelf shit getter at work, you know? Somebody needs something. Greg, will you come pull that down? I mean, I'm 6 feet, but not because I'm like stupidly tall, but because I have super long arms. So I'm a little over 6 feet tall. Plus I got fucking Gumby arms and I can reach. There's like 3 dudes taller than me there, but I'm always the one that gets asked. Yeah, New Day were Snorhawk. I probably agree with you that I like them more as heels because I did love them as heels. And the Bootios was just, you know, it was just, I think that was just more like kind of fun. You know, I just liked the fact that during a time in WWE where a lot of what we saw was shit, even if they weren't doing anything that's, you know, interesting at the time, like at least they were an act that I would smile when I saw. I'm like, okay, well, the New Day's out. How bad can it be? You know, at least Big E's out there, and if he's humping the turnbuckle, I'm a happy guy. So I don't need much. So whenever they were out there, at least I could say to myself, I'm like, well, things could definitely be worse because at least the New Day is on TV, and this might be one of the worst Raws I've ever fucking seen, but at least Raw, or at least the New Day is here, entertaining me and throwing pancakes in the crowd and shit. Oh, wow, that's a wicked Boston Crab. Oh, he eased up on it. Good for Dominik. Joshua Aparicio, you're 5'12"? Yeah, I'm really close to that. I'm right there in that neighborhood. I was born on December 32nd. Huh. Did Gunther... I'm sorry. Did Gunther just shimmy? I think he did. Like, how do you even go to Vegas and bet on something like that? Hey, here's $200 on Gunther doing a shimmy tonight on Raw. I think I'd be a millionaire if I would have placed that bet. God, Gunther's chest is bleeding. Yeah, Dom's fighting. I'll say this to Dom. He's gonna nut shot him right there. Boom, rep. Dom's doing better than I would against Gunther. Oh, 619 to the gut. Come on, Dom. Pull off the upset of the century. Huh. I mean, is Gunther a babyface now? Like, what's going on here? Boom. Wow, Froggy. Kick out. Ooh, what's that in Dom's mouth? Does he have a tongue ring? Oh, Dom. Dirty Dom chant going here. These are two heels that I very, very much enjoy. Oof. I did not know Meechin's sister is Big E's fiance. I did not know that. And Dom's done from the power bomb. Yeah, Gunther seemed like he just kind of wanted to... That was just blow off a little steam. I like the Sergeant Slaughter purple winged eagle belt back there in the background. That's crazy. There's Balor. There's Balor in his extra large t-shirt. Coupe de Gracie. Boom. Nails Gunther. Balor, that symbol on Balor's shirt looks like the new WCW symbol from like '99. Or the logo, I should say. Ooh. Another coup de grace. Another one. And Gunther's got no one to save him. Well, maybe Ludwig. Where's Ludwig? Oh. I would do Gunther and Balor on Saturday Night's Main Event. Just have Gunther smash him. And then later have Kevin Owens beat Cody. Hope you learned your lesson. This time, Dom. Kathy. Why are you laughing, Kathy? I don't even understand anything she said. She was laughing.
And as for that idiot, R-Truth, he doesn't seem to know what's going on tonight, so let me make this really clear. Tonight, it's Pete Dunne versus R-Truth.
Kathy Kelly has no peers.
Get that in your head.
Yeah, we know it's Pete Dunne. Uh-oh, somebody's getting beat down. Oh, Jay got nailed? Medic. Oh, check the back of his head. Something might be wrong. Make sure his brain ain't leaking out. Well, somebody just attacked Jey Uso. So, don't know who that is. Yeah, who would attack Jay? Punk? Why would Punk attack him? Maybe John Cena attacked him. Maybe John Cena's retirement run is as a heel. And he gives us what we never had. I'd be into that. Yeah, we know when SmackDown airs. You don't have to give us a whole commercial. We know. Like, what night of the week do y'all think Friday Night SmackDown airs on? How will I ever find it?
All these people getting endorsements, keep on expecting Mafia to behave a certain way. What happened to staying true to who you are? I'm gonna eat exactly what the man gets.
It's way bigger than boxing. The fighter inside. PG-13. This
All right.
is the mark of a fighter. A rich, full
Yeah, I mean,
with a crisp, refreshing taste. A reward for those.
I wasn't sure if it would be the bloodline because I was thinking or hoping that after War Games, I think like their motivation would stay on Roman. I don't know why they'd still be fucking with Jay. He's on Raw, or why would they would care? I guess they just hate him. But yeah, it could be Bloodline showing up. Could be Rollins taking out some of Sammy's help. Thinking that Jay could maybe make an appearance later or something like that. And we don't know. I haven't seen much of an update. Just a small one on Bronson Reed. So if he's injured after War Games, but if he's healthy, you'd think he'd run out here and try to get him some of Rollins. Could be Reed. Bronson Reed could have taken out Jey Uso.
Are you affected by drug and alcohol addiction?
No, I'm not. Are you affected by drug and alcohol addiction? No, thankfully no.
383-5287 to live the life you were always meant to live.
On a distant world, you faced the enemy.
Yeah, Drew maybe. I don't know. I don't know what Drew's going to do when he comes back. I like the idea of him going after Wade Barrett. They kind of teased some shit there a while back. He's going to have to do something, and he's going to... might have to eat a little crow. I mean, CM Punk beat him straight up in that thing, so I don't know how he's going to manage that. But I think when he comes back, you need to have a direction for him, a story. Just don't bring him back. Oh, I'm back now. Probably attack someone or do something. You know, and here's an idea. Somebody at some point is going to have to take that Intercontinental Championship off of Braun Breaker, you know, before they move him on to bigger things. McIntyre could be that guy. Maybe McIntyre and Braun Breaker at Mania or something. Just, I don't know, just an idea.
It has been an explosive night on Monday Night Raw. We start with CM Punk and Seth Rollins and Sami Zayn, and now they needed Pete Dunne, who has had such issues with hard truth. There was a backstage altercation last week. He's been so frustrated by R-Truth constantly calling Butch. His name's not Butch.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. From Birmingham, England, weighing in at 205 pounds, here is
This is such a lame like story. Like this trope's been done before. Somebody doesn't like being called something, so the fans chant it.
Another man's anguish, and that is how we arrive at this. Pete Dunne, easily riled up Pete Dunne, set to shut R-Truth's mouth.
No, not easily. easily riled up.
Extraordinarily short fuse, quick
Riled
temper.
up by a sold-out audience chanting the one name he never wants to hear. And now, R-Truth, you get exactly what you deserve.
Pete Dunne on the attack early on as he stomps down on R-Truth. Pete Dunne, who had a win against Kofi Kingston back on November 11th. I still am in shock over some of the stuff we saw with the New Day 10th anniversary celebration. That was hardly a celebration.
I hope Big E is doing okay.
Right, but I'm not in shock that Pete Dunne, get his name right, is delivering a well-earned beatdown on the merchant of nonsense himself, R-Truth.
R-Truth recently had a shocking win against the
Listen to
Miz.
this audience.
Offers a pain distractor to Miz, and Truth got the roll-up win there, and this audience just keeps chanting Butch, Butch, Butch.
Pete Dunne's head looks like it's about to
Yeah, I'm not really interested in Pete Dunne not wanting to be called Butch. I think we can find a better story for him.
the boots of Pete Dunne are true. Gnawing nickname. That's what you called it a few weeks ago, Joe. You are absolutely right.
Well, it's gnawing to him.
Pete Dunne has a face like a pit bull chewing on a bumblebee, thanks to the antics of R-Truth, who can make any man's blood boil.
That's quite the descriptive rate.
Even I'm getting angry. I know he's not Butch. What is he looking at us for?
Why is he looking at us?
They're not saying Butch. They're not saying it.
Well, I guess this is... We got to keep in mind the WWE's audience is very young. So stupid shit like this we're going to have to sit through sometimes. And that's fine. R-Truth got the win over Pete Dunne because the fans chanted Butch and he didn't like it. And it cost him the match. Veteran like international well-traveled talent like Pete Dunne falling for one of the biggest no-nos that you learn on the second day of wrestling school. But that's okay. No. Kathy, the Intercontinental Champion is here with you. It's not the other way around. Get it right, girl.
You walked out retaining your Intercontinental Championship. Would you say that
Whoever you're with is just in your shadow, Kathy.
It obviously was a great challenge, but I told both members of that.
Nice jacket. Where'd you borrow that from? John Moxley in 2018?
Surprising to me because
Or 19?
came in just a couple of seconds later. That championship would be mine right now. But hey, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter because I accomplished what I needed to accomplish. A few months back, when Sheamus took me out and broke my ribs, I promised I would come back and put an end to
You know what, but Ludwig, I don't really appreciate the placement of your ears. So
for a rib.
why don't you F off?
Now there's nothing stopping me from taking this championship and bring it back where it belongs, to Imperium. It's a challenge.
I feel like you could accidentally slam your ear in a car door. Like when you get in and you pull the doors up. Ah, fuck. I could see that happening to Ludwig.
I would love nothing more than the face you beat me. So you have that stupid look on your face, knowing that you will never, ever hold this championship. But I'll give you your props. It's a hell of a match on Saturday. I mean, you gotta like prove to me, you prove to the world that you're right on your way from being out from underneath Gunther's shadow. But if I were you, I'd try to get out of the shadow a whole lot faster. Gunther's stopped right now.
Gunther's stock is dropping. Stock dropping roll. Well, that might be, Breaker might have gotten in Kaiser's head there. It kind of felt like they might be moving Gunther into a babyface champion role. And one thing he's going to have to do, if that's the direction he's going in, is shed Ludwig. So Breaker kind of putting in Ludwig's head, hey, you get away from Gunther, he's no good for you. Maybe Ludwig tries to turn on Gunther and Gunther's on his own. Feels like that might be what they're doing. Joshua, who has better Riz? Ludwig, Dom Dom, or the Rizzler? I could answer that if I had one piece of information. What's Riz? Who's Adam Pierce? Who texts like this, Adam? Yeah, I'm going to text right now. Who did it?
Adam, who did it? Sammy, I don't know. Who do you think did it?
Who attacked Jay?
You know what? I think I know exactly who did it. And I'm about to go whip his ass in the middle of that ring.
All right, main event time. Sammy feels like it was probably Rollins who did that. I don't think it is.
Let's review. We're not going to talk about traffic or weather. If anyone brings up lawn care, I will handle it. Hosting can be extremely difficult for young homeowners turning into their parents.
Oh, are you done with this? I'll just take that.
Okay. He's still drinking.
Oh, look what the cat.
No. Nope.
That progressive guy that doesn't want you to be like your parents is kind of like Ron Swanson a little bit.
Yeah.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents.
No, that's not how you do that.
Your own power when you bundle with us.
Oh, okay, that's what Riz is. Okay, all right, well then, let's see. I got to go Dom Dom on that then. Yeah, there you go. I just needed that clarification.
Because the ad doesn't have to be good when the drink is this flippin' great. Great taste, zero sugar. Sells itself.
Shop Etsy's Cyber Spectacular until December 3rd for up to 60% off gifts crafted by small businesses. Gift fetching finds for friends with fur friends and everyone else on your list. For up to 60% off gifts that
Could Sammy have been the one to attack Jay? Well, anybody is possible whenever they do one of these things. A lot of times it's an obvious assailant, but other times it actually is a swerve. But we're already doing one of these. I think this one here on Raw is probably going to be one that's going to be resolved pretty quick. Like we might even know tonight. I think we will. Who attacked Jey Uso? Where the one on SmackDown with Jade Cargill, that's a whodunit that's going to last a little bit longer. So I don't think it's going to be some major swerve if we're going to get the result tonight. If we find out it's the new bloodline, they've shown up. If it's Bronson Reed, somebody like that, then that feels more likely to me than something too crazy, unless it's The Rock. That's not The Rock. Like The Rock's gonna go to Everett, Washington. I don't think so. No offense to Everett. I'm fascinated with the state of Washington, even though I don't really do cold weather well.
Gift yourself some savings and visit your local Kia dealer today. Look out for these stickers to find great deals on vehicles backed by a 10-year, 100,000-mile limited powertrain warranty, so you can start new traditions for years to come. Get 1.9% APR for up to 60 months, plus 1,000 retail bonus cash, especially.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Saturday night's main event. By the way, I'll be here. We're going to watch that live together, so I will post a link for that here this week for the 14th, I guess. So it'll be a week from this Saturday. So this Saturday, we'll be here for the Winged Eagle. We'll be here for on Sunday for the Classic Watch Along as well. I got to figure out which one we're going to do. Probably in Armageddon. And then the week after will be Saturday night's main event. I suppose. Shit, will we do double duty that day? Maybe not. I don't know what we're going to do on Saturday. I was about to say, I could bust out a wingy, and then we could stick around for Saturday night's main event. I got to figure all that out. We might have to do that. Who's feeling oozy? This girl.
Thank you. And I will call you back. Ben. I'm sure you've seen what just happened out there. So the only thing I need to know is when is my title match?
When is my title match?
It takes an act of Congress to get you to defend the championship you already have, and you want another title match? You're lucky the War Raiders aren't here. War Raiders? I don't care about the War Raiders. The only thing I care about is when are you gonna stop letting Gunther duck me? Duck you. Funny enough, I talked to Gunther.
He wants the match just as bad as you do. So it looks like you get your wish.
Saturday?
Balor versus Gunther for the World's Heavyweight Championship at Saturday
Nights.
night's main event.
I like that.
About time. One more thing. Next week, let's talk about your other title match.
Yeah. So I like that. I'm telling you, Gunther retains and Cody drops it. Cody has to lose, man. He has to lose on Saturday. Thank you for the follow, Pat Tanaka. Appreciate that. Always been a big fan.
Seth Rollins wave, who came out and confronted CM Punk at the start of tonight's Monday Night Raw and said, I should have knocked you out when you first came back to
Oh yeah, Priest could return the favor on Balor, but I also think Gunther can just beat Balor.
Sammy from the role he played in helping Roman Reigns at Survivor Series War Games.
Or he could do that. That would piss off Gunther even more if Priest helped him win, because he was like, I don't want your help. I didn't want Balor's help either. What is it with you guys? And then maybe that results in the third match between Gunther and Priest that maybe you do on January 6th. And Gunther wins and beats him clean. But then, like, I was about to say maybe Priest turns heel and rejoins the Judgment Day or something. Hey Tito, what's up? Tito's off frame, but he is here right now. Hey buddy.
Immediate questions at victory is a world-class opponent who's fired up at it.
Yeah, I think Seth Rollins is going to be fired about anyone who looks at it the wrong way, says the wrong thing in his presence, has terrible timing, and all of those things really sum up Sami Zayn's entire existence here in WWE. He's a man who
Here we go. Sammy and Seth is a good-looking matchup on paper. We've seen it lots of times. Seth has some interesting gear. Sammy does too.
Rollins is 5-1 all time against Zayn.
Seth freaking Rollins wasn't angry enough right before that last commercial. We saw Sami Zayn imply that it was Seth Rollins.
They need to have Sammy like attend some big, huge Anawati family gathering or something, or some holiday big gathering or tradition or whatever that they do with just family, but then have Sammy there just in the middle of it or something. I think that would be fun. I mean, well, shit, I was about to say Sammy's already married. I was like, they could have him be a love interest of a member of the family, but I think Nia Jax might be single. But Naomi, of course, is married. Tamina, I don't even think is around right now, or gone or something. Who else is there? And then he could be like married into the family.
Because at the end of the day, every single round is on you. You are fighting, and this is your reward. Medalla, the mark of the
I think they should do an angle like a soap opera angle or something, where it's revealed or discovered randomly that Bronson Reed's mom had an affair with one of them, with fucking Alpha or Rocky Johnson or something. Rocky Johnson would make a lot of sense, actually, because he's got a bunch of illegitimates out there. But if it was found out that she had an affair or hooked up with one of them or something when she was married, and so he's really a member of the bloodline, and Sammy and Bronson are both officially in the family. I'm thinking this is more of my 1998 brain, you know, when like Paul Bearer was revealed to be Kane's dad and shit.
have our free pizza.
Oh, there you go. Ava Rain. Ava Rain.
Emergency pizza.
Is Ava Rain related to the bloodline? Kinda. Her dad won a championship or two. I think he did a little bit of TV too. I think he was like in a commercial and, you know, did some light acting work.
Just quality tools you can trust at prices you'll love.
He was moderately successful, I'd have to say. Ava Rain's dad. He's no good mic work, but, you know, he did some things. Would I rock the Sammy beard? Maybe. I don't really like growing out my beard. Every time I've grown it out a little bit, it really starts bugging me. Just itchy and shit. I can grow a full beard if I wanted to. I'll let it grow sometimes. Sometimes at work, people are like, damn, you gotta let it grow. And I'm like, no, I just haven't shaved it in 4 days. But beards are fucking in. A bunch of the guys at work have them and stuff, and I'm like, I just haven't gone the route yet. Maybe one day I'll get the Triple H beard. It would really accentuate my grays because I got a lot of them, so I'd have to make peace with that.
We can't pay any of our bills. We have a baby on the way. She is the victim of the West Side Ripper. If we make a podcast about this together, we own this story. It's gonna change our lives.
Based on a true story. Next on USA.
Glad you're with us here on Monday Night Raw. Joe Tessitore, Wade Barrett, ringside here in Everett, Washington. Another sellout, the 64th of the year for WWE. Our main event, Sami Zayn and Seth Rollins. Of course, remember, Sami Zayn, part of that OG bloodline that came up with the victory at Survivor
Tito, you're shaking my stuff over here, bro.
He refused to join forces with Roman Reigns. CM Punk did, and that was the spark that started things tonight on Monday Night Raw that has led to this main event win.
Yeah, some real manufactured hatred between these two over the past couple of hours. The wrong words, the wrong things said.
Oh, there you go. Denny down bad. It could be a triple threat on the first Raw on Netflix for Gunther, Priest, and Balor, depending on what we see on Saturday night's main event.
48 hours ago in the men's War Games match, and his body must be close to ruin. He's done a game job thus far.
Would I rock the James Harden beard? No way. I play defense. No, not rocking that beard. I'll actually guard a motherfucker.
Turnaround by Sami Zayn on the count.
Simply no quit in the body of Zayn. Always head first into the firefight. That plucky, gutsy, scrappy underdog that he is.
Scrappy underdog. That's exactly what Sami Zayn is. He's an underdog and he's scrappy. He's a scrappy underdog.
And Sami with that quick turnaround and take on a challenge like this.
Sami Zayn perhaps has a greater lack of awareness than anyone, self-awareness, excuse me, on planet Earth. But bell to bell, as good as they can.
Nice exploder.
Oh, we know what's coming next, Joe.
And he lined it up. He did it in Vancouver against Solo Sikoa. Here he comes.
Oh, big super kick. Watch out, Sammy, for the stomp. Watch for the stomp. Out of the way. Outside, take a powder. Is this era going to be known as the prime water bottle era? There's going to be a fucking ass ton of highlights in the future. They're going to have that damn thing in the video. Yeah, it's going to be tough to squeeze in a Winged Eagle since Saturday night's main event starts at 5. Maybe we do a Saturday night's Greg event, and we do like a little mini pod after the show. Ooh. That might be what we do. We might do 2 streams. Oh. I'll set up 2 links, one for the watch along, and then we'll shut that one down. We'll hop over to the review, and we'll do like normal podcast stuff. Maybe I'll plan that for Saturday. It'll be a lot of streaming, but why not? It's the holidays. No, I will not go to the Super Bowl if the Lions make it. Super Bowl tickets are reserved for famous people and their friends. I'm not going to try to attempt to go to that. No way. I will watch it from home. And I'm really hoping it's going to be Lions and Chiefs because that will split my family down the middle, and I think that's going to be really fun. We won't resent each other, you know, the loser. So it'll be kind of fun to do that. I'll congratulate my sister if the Chiefs win, and it'll be a three-peat. It's never been done. If the Lions win, I expect to be congratulated too. Because, yes, I am on the field. And it's also because of me that they won. Look out, Lillian. Look out. Lillian is just like, please, God. Oh, yeah, Sammy thinks it's Rollins. It's going to be revealed that it's not. And then Sammy might feel bad. Did you ask? But yeah, Seth's like, did you ask Punk? No, you're just asking me. Rollins like, I wouldn't do it. Sammy gonna toss the chair and then get pinned? I feel like that's what's gonna happen. Roll up. Yeah. Ha! I was about to say, we need to have the finish right there. That's exactly when the finish needs to happen. What if Rollins smiles and goes, it was me. Ha ha ha. Or is he still going to insist? He goes, it wasn't me, dude. All right, so maybe this whodunit is going to last a little bit longer. I thought we'd learn tonight who did it. Because we already have one of these going on SmackDown right now. So I thought this might have just been a one-night angle. But I suppose there could be lots of culprits here attacking Jay. Punk really would not make much sense to me. But maybe McIntyre, maybe Bronson Reed, maybe the Bad Bloodline. All of those would make sense. The only way Punk would make sense is if he's turning heel. Uh-oh. Uh-oh, something's happening. Something's happening. Somebody's there. McIntyre. It was McIntyre. I was like, the close-up on Sammy was too much. There's McIntyre. I thought it would be a couple more weeks till we saw him. Well, there's your answer. It was McIntyre who attacked Jay. It's got to be. What's up, Drew? How you feeling? Remember that last match you wrestled? Remember? The one you didn't win? You lost to Punk, guy half your size, remember? I do. I remember. I laughed. Welcome back, Drew. All right, so McIntyre returns to close the show. Okay. I thought tonight's Raw was pretty good. I thought that New Day segment was tremendous. I thought Big E did a really good job of, showing that emotion. It was very tough to watch, very difficult to watch, heartbreaking to watch. The New Day split up, but they did. Or at least the way we know them did. And they didn't split up in the way we thought they would. This was all focused around Kofi and Xavier and them splitting up. Big E wanted to be their manager, and they were both like, F you. You chose your new desk job over us, and who cares if you broke your neck, and we don't care about your surgery and your injury because you were selfish, and blah, blah, blah. And after he just poured his heart out to those guys, and they just shit on him, sent him out of the ring, heartbroken in tears, while they united together as this heel asshole team, sans Big E, who they have completely booted out of the group. And that was all very, very sad and emotional. The main event, also good. Rollins getting the victory over Sami Uso, or Sami Zayn, after Jey Uso was attacked in the back. Didn't know who it was, but I had a feeling we would find out tonight. We did right at the end of the show. McIntyre comes back Drew McIntyre shows up, Claymore's Sami Zayn, and the show goes off the air with him standing over Sami Zayn. So that's how Raw kind of wrapped up tonight. And now I'm interested to see what Drew's going to do and what his motivations are going to be. Obviously, he's targeting Sami for some reason, but I don't recall if there was a prior issue to them during the Punk fiasco. So we'll see. But McIntyre's back, and I thought overall tonight was a pretty good Raw. And that Drew return was a good surprise. It definitely was. So thank you to everyone for joining us tonight. I will have some links up on the channel here for the week here coming up soon, so just keep a lookout for that. If you don't mind mashing that thumbs up button on the way out the door. And thank you for being here for the watch along, as more of you kind of pile in now, probably now that the show is over. But it was fun watching that unfold tonight with you guys, and I appreciate y'all hanging out. So you'll probably have some various content hitting the channel this week. We'll be here for the podcast Saturday. We'll be here for the watch along Sunday. You're definitely going to see me before then because I'll have to come up here to do something on the channel. So there will be stuff hitting the channel all week. So just stay tuned. Appreciate y'all being here. Have a good rest of your Monday night, and I'll be catching y'all real soon. Peace.